So in this video, I wanted to spend a few minutes talking about this pen folio. If you're looking for a good way to store a lot of pens and you want to keep them safe and possibly even somewhat portable, a folio is a really nice way to do it. And all a folio is basically a folder for pens. And these things come in all sorts of different sizes, usually between 6 and 48 pens. This is for 48. Most popular popular folios are for 12 or maybe even 24 pens. If you have a lot of pens, then something like this is really nice. The thing is, they tend to get very expensive very quickly, and a real leather folio in a large size like this might be $100 or even $200. I've found these ones on Amazon that sell for $20, and they're quite sturdy. They keep your pens safe. They'll get to you very quickly, whether you're on Amazon Prime. And they hold up really well. Of course, the downside is they're not real leather, which is maybe an advantage to you, maybe it's a disadvantage. I don't really know. It's going to depend on personal preference. I'm fine with this. It's just faux leather. And the interior is, maybe it's not as nicely felted as one of the high-end ones, but it's completely fine. All this kind of fuzziness holds up safe. These elastic bands, they hold the pen quite securely, and there's this middle flap for keeping the pens on each side separate from each other. So I've been really happy with these. I bought a few of them, and I've been using them to keep some pens safe. And these are mainly the pens that maybe you have all your Lamy pens together, or you just want to keep your stuff out of the drawer so they're not bouncing around. Folio is really good for stuff like that. So like I said, $20. It's kind of a no-name type thing, sold on Amazon. I'll put a link to it in the notes below. But they've been holding up really well, so I really like them. Things maybe like, I don't know, maybe 14 inches by 12 inches or something like that, maybe 16 by 12. So on the large side, larger than a standard notebook, but it'll fit in most drawers. It's about 1.5 inches thick, give or take. It actually goes up a little bit with pens in it. Full zipper around. There's this little carrying cord. I don't really know the purpose of this. That's not the zipper pull. This is just there, I guess, to put it around your wrist. I'm not really sure why it's there. On the inside, again, there's these loops here, and there's 2 loops per pen. It would go like this. This is a Platinum Century, so a 3776 Century, so a good size fountain pen. And you would put it like that, and then you would put the clip through. And it's a really nice fit. No wobble here. It won't interact with the pens on the side. It doesn't touch the pen on the top unless if it's very tall. And it doesn't get bounced on the bottom. There's enough room here. The clip always, even if it's a really tight clip, the clip just slides right over it, which is great. And the pens are really stable in there. I was kind of sketched out when I first saw these elastic bands. They seemed like whoever made this sort of cheaped out on it, but they've actually held up well. In 5 years, will these elastic bands hold up, or will this whole thing have to be replaced? It's hard to say. They probably will break down, but I'm really happy with it for now. And again, $20 instead of, these things regularly sell for $90. And I've seen some with the luxury brands go up to $200 for a 48 pen size. The middle flap sounds like feels like there's some sort of plastic sheet in here. It's felted on each side, but it's definitely like something plastic or hard paper in there. So it's enough to protect the pens from each other. And then, no padding here, but it's not necessary because the outside is padded. So it's not just a hard piece of plastic, whatever, keeping your pens protected. There's some padding as well. Uses a single zipper design. It's this kind of nice heavy duty zipper. I guess it's not like a YKK or a fancy zipper or anything like that, but it's completely fine. It's nice. It's gold. Got some weight to it. It's a little bit sharp on the ends, but no problems there. And again, just a single zipper pull, but the zipper goes around and the folio is safe. So I've had a bunch of these folios, and I haven't bought a lot of the expensive ones, but so far out of the affordable ones, this Amazon one I really like. Here's it with a thin pen. It does okay with a thinner pen. There's a little bit of wobble and you'd be more reliant on the clip to hold it in, but no problems there. And here is like a roller ball, like a Japanese roller ball. Again, the elastic is small enough that's holding this Zebra Sarasa Grand in, no problem. And this one's really secure. I'm very happy with that. And you can see there's good separation between the pens. So they're not gonna scratch each other up. Here's a skinny mechanical pencil. Went right in there. The tip here is not catching. So I would be afraid it would stop here and make it hard to get in. It doesn't really catch. And it locks it in. Quite nice there. Maybe you want to be careful with the pipe. You can consider putting in backwards so the pipe is away from the bottom in case you did drop it, but it's not really necessary. So nice work there. And now let's get another larger pen, like a wider pen. This is a Faber-Castell Hexo or something like that. We'll put it in next to 3776 Century. So now we see how a kind of a wide or a fatter pen looks and how two larger pens look next to each other. So again, fits right in here, no problem. This elastic is a little bit stretchier or a little bit more stretched out, but it's not damaging it. Over time, will it stretch it out? Maybe. It doesn't seem though, like there's a lot of excess here. So this pen isn't really gonna bother it. And then these two pens are obviously they're adjacent to each other, but they're not touching. There's no plastic on plastic or metal on metal. The gap here is not very much, but the pens still have a millimeter of two difference. And even if they were to touch, it would be the elastic touching, so they're protected. And then everything's really stable. That's not going anywhere. So I'm really happy with that. The thing does get a little bulky when you have all the pens in there, especially if they're heavier metal pens. But again, that's not really too much of a problem. And I'm not using this for transporting pens. I'm not taking 48 pens on an airplane with me or something. In that case, if I was doing that, I would maybe want a higher end case. But for just keeping them safe within your home or, moving them between your house and the office occasionally or something like that, this seems really sufficient. And again, I've been really happy with it for $20. I bought a few of them and I just wanted to come here and say that this is a nice folio for a fair price. And I've been really enjoying it. I have some other ones like these ones from Rockler, which this was about $20 for $20 for 24 pens. And I don't like them as much as this Amazon one. So anyway, have good luck with it. And I just wanted to do a quick video showing it off. Thanks for watching.